The Bible was her foundation. She built her knowledge based on the Word. The Word was her life. Fear could not control her. Circumstances did not shake her. She was a woman of faith because the God she served was above all. Her name is Gladys Alyward, and this is her story. Gladys was born in London in 1904. She wasn't the type of person who excelled in one field or appeared to be naturally gifted. In fact, she worked as a maid, but God had special plans for her. One fateful day, she went to a revival meeting where she heard about the message of Jesus and about serving the Lord. In that moment, she realized that God had a plan for her life. A while later, Gladys read in a magazine about millions of Chinese who had never heard the name Jesus, and that news shocked and sparked something within her. She went to friends and family asking them to do something about this, but they all refused and they were not as interested. She then went to her brother and she asked her brother to go to China to do missionary work, but he was not interested. And then he told her that if she was so interested, she should go. That's when Gladys knew that God was calling her for China. But the process was not going to be easy. All odds were stacked against Gladys. She had no resources, no money, no education, no knowledge, no connection, and no training. Friends and family told her that she should put the dream aside and continue with her life, but she refused to listen. That night, Gladys made two promises to God. The first was, "Dear Jesus, if you will open the way and show me how, I will go myself." Then the second one was, "I will never again ask anyone to do something that I believe you are asking me, the person Gladys Alyward, to do." Gladys faced multiple rejections. She could not understand the basics of Mandarin, causing her to be turned down from the China Missionary Training School, ruining her dream to do the missionary work. But she was a woman of faith and of prayer. The director of the missionary school told her that she was not educated enough, but through faith, she would find her own way to China. Gladys eventually returned to her job upset and disappointed. While working, she began to read about Nehemiah, and she deeply related to him. The burden of having a solution he could do nothing about. As I read the first chapter, I felt very sorry for Nehemiah and understood why he wept and mourned when he heard about Jerusalem in its great need and could do nothing about it. He was a sort of butler and had to obey his employer, just like I did. Then I turned to the second chapter, but he did go. I exclaimed aloud and got up, a strange elation within me. He went in spite of everything. As if someone was in the room, a voice said clearly, "Gladys Alyward, is Nehemiah's God your God?" "Yes, of course," I replied. "Then do what Nehemiah did and go." "But I am not Nehemiah." "No, but as surely I am his God." That settled everything. I believed these were my matching orders. I put my Bible on the bed, beside it my copy of Daily Light, and at the side of that all the money that I had, a small handful of coins. What a ridiculous little collection it seemed, but I said simply, "Oh God, here's the Bible about which I long to tell others. Here's my daily light that every day will give me a new promise. And here is all the money I have. If you want me, I am ready to go to China with these." Gladys worked hard and saved money to go to China. She got a one-way ticket to China to help an elderly woman who was looking for someone to take over her missionary work